What's up, everybody? Well, I got an unboxing video for you guys today and a small little setup video. Well, basically to explain the premise of this, I got a new camera for Christmas and it is way higher quality than my old camera, so therefore it uses way more space because of the high bitrate and whatnot. So my little NAS that only had 2 slots, and the way I have it set up with this thing's weird little Synology's little RAID, which I should be able to theoretically just add these 2 drives that I've already got to this and just start from where I was. But anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, shit's too big, so I filled that up way too quick. So therefore, had to get this. So I got that along with some hard drives. I've got 3 more to go with the 2 I already got. So I figured I'll just show you guys real quick which ones I'm going with. We're going with the Seagate Exos Enterprise drives, and we're going with 14 terabytes because that's how big the other ones I've got are. So now that we've got that out of the way, why don't we start unboxing this thing? All right, so let's start unboxing this thing. This thing's kind of large, but at least it comes with a little handle. So come on out. There we go. All right, I'm gonna make sure I wasn't about ready to bash my camera with that. All right, so first little cubby hole has a little 3-prong plug. It's literally the same kind that goes into a computer. So let's get that out of the way now. What else do we got in here now? And then next, you've got more stuff. You've got your power brick right here. So we'll set that down, get it out of the way. All right, you got some cables here. What do we got here? We got 2 Cat 5e cables here. You get some little keys. That's probably what unlocks those front little drawers. So you don't want to lose those. And you got a big old bag of mounting screws. And then you've got your quick start guide right there. So I think that's pretty much it for everything in here. That little box can now come out. We'll just toss him down on the ground for now. And then we can take this protective little box cover off the top there. And now we can grab our little unit here and then get this massive fucker out of the way. Oh, away with you. All right, now where's this open up? All right, it's like a frickin' present. All right. All right, now. There we go. Wanted to do that gently. And there we are. Now we've got our little unit here. So you've got 5 bays on this particular model. This is the DS1522 Plus. It's an AMD-based one. No GPU though, so wouldn't recommend using this for like a Plex server or anything. It's got some ventilation on this side right here. It's got some ventilation on that side there. And then if we spin it around to the back, you've got 2 fans to cool the drives. You've got 4 Ethernet ports. You've got a little port for adding stuff. I know they've got a 10 gigabit thing you can add to it, but I don't got that kind of speed, so I don't need it. 2 eSATA ports, and then you got your little prong for power. And then you got a little lock that you could use, one of those same kind of things that you put on laptops to lock it so people can't just pick it up and steal it. And then that's pretty much really all that's in the box already. There we go. The camera does not want to stay in focus. But anyway, why don't we now go ahead and move this, remove one of these drawers, or 2 of these drawers, and put my old drives in there real quick. So first I have to go grab my old drive, which means I got to shut it down first. So we'll go and do that real quick. Well, all right, guys, let's get to switching these things around. So let's see here. I wonder if they come locked. Nope. All right, so that's how the new guy comes out. And the other one's kind of a way cheaper approach. It's just kind of push a little button and it comes out. So if you're going to do this, make sure you put these in the right order. So since I have this screwed in, I'm going to obviously not bore you guys by unscrewing 4 screws and screwing them into another thing. So we'll be right back. Well, now that we got the new one in there, it's a lot easier with this one. It's just a toolless thing. You pull these off, slide your drive in, plop these 2 little side things back on, and you're in business. And then just shove it back into its little home. And when it gets to a certain point, you can lock it into place and it's guaranteed to be connected. And then just repeat, put your other drive right in the second bay, and then you're good to roll. After I'm done doing all that, we'll probably cut to the other room because we'll be needing a computer to set the rest of this thing up. So I'll probably point the camera at the ground, do a first post or boot or whatever for you guys too. So let's go and hop to the other room now. Well, there we go. We have the new NAS in the new spot now. Well, not new spot, that's where the old one was sitting. Barely fits. You know what, I might have to move it over. I don't know if that fan is gonna hit it or not. But regardless, let's go move it over a smidgen. Ugh, sneak by without falling or breaking my camera. Here we go. Now it won't interfere. And then, well, let's turn it on. It's all plugged in. First post. Well, boot rather. It doesn't have a screen or anything we can look at. We'll have to turn to the computer for that one. So there we go. It's just gonna blink for a while. And then let's see, I think I have to go to, I'm wondering if it'll honestly just be the same exact place I've gone to for my other one. I wonder if I just click my little link I've already got open. Yeah, PC web client. So yeah, that's exactly right. Yep, and now the things are there, so it's probably gonna sit there and figure out there's already shit there. And then hopefully when I go on the computer and we switch over to that, hopefully we will have a rebuilt or an option to rebuild my original thing, which is the whole point. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna take those right back out of there. I think that beep means it's finished booting, so that's a lot quicker than my other one. And then, yeah, if that doesn't work, I'm just going to take those back out, put them in the old one, put the new drives in, set it up like a new one, and then we'll plug the old one back in, you know, and then just drag and drop all my files. I don't want to do that if I don't have to, but I will. I don't want to lose all my files from all my YouTube videos. That would not be cool. So now, I think it's time to switch over to the computer. Everything else is pretty much web-based besides installing the rest of those drives, which I've already showed you how to do once. It's the same thing. I'm not going to do it again. It's pretty easy. Well, all right, guys. Unfortunately, I tried to screen capture the first small part of this and it did not go well. But literally, all I did was go to find Synology.com. It found one on my network. It even recognized, just like I thought, hey, you're upgrading from the smaller one up to this one. Do you want to migrate? And I was like, hell yeah, I do. Keep everything the same. And now I'm just waiting for it to do just that. So that's the only 2 steps we've missed so far. I wanted to do screen capture to be more professional, but NVIDIA Shadowplay decided to tell me to go F myself, so that's the problem with that thing. It works great for games, but for desktop recording, sometimes it seems to be a pile. Luckily, soon I'll be able to just hook up screen capture software to my, or not screen capture, I'll be able to hook it up to my capture computer because they'll all be in the same damn room at my new place, so that'll be nice. And then I'll have a shit ton of money in my pocket, even more so than I already do, so that'll be fucking awesome. Anyway though, we're just gonna wait for this thing to be done doing what it's doing, and then we'll come back. Oh, well, nope, it wants me to sign back in, and it just beeped, said restarted, so we're gonna sign in and see if everything's all good. All right, guys, it got all done, rebooted, put my password in and all that good junk, and now we are ready to go and install the other 3 drives, because obviously we're still having a warning saying we're getting close to using the full 12 gigs that I had. The old one only let me use 12 gigs of the 14 gigs. So, unfortunately, like I thought, since it's stuck that way, it's stuck that way, even though now it's in a system that I think can see much bigger than that. No big deal. That is the thing with this. When you want to upgrade your drives and add more storage, you can only add bigger than what you had before. I couldn't go just add a bunch of 8 terabyte drives or something. That wouldn't work. It has to be the same size or bigger. But anyway, it seems like my camera has decided that it wants to constantly go out of focus, so why don't we go and add those drives and then we'll come back. All right, guys, now that we've added our new drives, we can go back into our storage manager on our little DSM little website kind of operating system that these things have. And of course, then come on down to storage manager, come down to storage pool, or not to storage pool, go to hard drive and SSD. Then you can manage that. We want to add drive for expansion and we want to do it to storage pool 1, yeah. And then we want to add all of those drives. Next. Now it's going to say these are not on the capability list. I don't care. Neither are the other one. Expand the capacity. Next. And then hit apply. On the newly added drives, keep in mind newly, don't let this scare you. It's saying on the newly added drive will be erased. Yes. And then I imagine it's going to sit here and it's going to have to take a little while to initialize. Oh, never mind. They're initialized. Man, is that already ready? No way it's that fast. No. That's what I thought. It's initialized. It's adding the drives. So that's what's going to happen. So it's adding the drives, it's initiating drives, 48%. This is probably going to take a little while. So we'll come back after it's done. Well, all right, guys. Unfortunately, I got up today and it's about 10:40 and we are still not even done adding the drives. Started this at like 5 p.m., more like 2, 3 yesterday, and we're only now up to 31% of step 1 out of 2. I don't know what the next step is and how long that's going to take, but that is definitely taking some time. But everything seems to be going well, so I'm pretty sure this is exactly what's supposed to happen, but not 100% sure. But in any case, we'll just keep letting it do what it's doing, and I guess I'll just take all the videos off this camera for now and go do some other videos until this is done doing what it's doing, because I don't want to just not make any videos until it's complete. Who knows how long that's going to take. That could be another 2, 3 days. Screw that. Anyway, moving on. Well, alright guys, after what was literally 4 days and some hours, it has finally built the storage pool back. I haven't lost any data. And now I have 48.9 terabytes of data, which should do me well for quite some time. And then I'll move up to the next biggest one of those, and if no bigger ones than that exist, I'll just get another 5-slot one and plop it on top and just make a new, storage pool altogether. So real quick, we can just go take you guys off of the tripod and just go look at the thing as it's working down on the floor down there. I wished it wasn't on the floor, and at my new place it will not be, because my old one got really dusty down there. So I would recommend putting it up a little higher, in some place where it might have some dust filtration possible. Not like that's an easy one to do, but anyway, let's go have a look at it. Well, all right, here it is, all working. Like I said, it's on the floor. I had to take you off the tripod, obviously, but there it is, just click-clacking away. You got a bunch of freaking lights on the side now, since there's 5 drives and a status light. You got a blue power light. You got a little USB right there as well for hooking up an external drive and whatnot. And yeah, that is about it. So why don't we go ahead and hook you guys back up to the tripod and we'll wrap this video on up. Well, all right, guys, that is pretty much it for this little upgrade video of my network storage here. It definitely took a long time to actually complete, but it was extraordinarily easy to do. And I am definitely not, this is not my forte. I'm mostly just I can build a system builder and a gamer. Once it comes to networking and all that shit, I'm not the best. But this Synology stuff makes everything awesome and easy. I was able to take my old stuff off my old one, plop them in the new one. It knew exactly what was going on. I told it keep everything the way it was, and here we are. 4 days later, we've got a brand new RAID set up here and 48 terabytes of freaking space. Well, pretty much 49. It's 48.9. You might as well call it 49. But in any case, that is all I got for this particular video. So if anybody has any questions, obviously throw me a comment. But that is pretty much it for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And until the next one, peace out, guys.